The Plaza Hotel in New York City shimmered with opulence, its grand ballroom a stage for a lavish wedding. Alex Hawthorne stood at the altar, scanning the crowd of elite guests. Cameras streamed the event live, capturing every moment for the world to see. His AI-driven finance empire had made him a titan, and this marriage promised to cement his legacy. Victoria Langford stood beside Alex, her smile calculated. The air buzzed with anticipation as guests in designer suits and gowns filled the room. The officiant began the vows, but a sudden commotion erupted at the back. Ethan, Lucas, and Noah stormed through the doors, their sneakers squeaking on the marble floor. "Don't marry her," Ethan shouted, his voice cutting through the stunned silence. The crowd froze. Victoria's grip tightened on Alex's arm, her eyes narrowing. Alex's heart raced as he stared at the boys, their features unsettlingly familiar. Who were these children, and why did their faces feel so known? Ethan, Lucas, and Noah stood defiant, their eyes locked on Alex. "She's lying to you. We're your sons," Ethan declared. Gasps echoed through the ballroom, cameras flashing wildly. Victoria hissed, "What is this nonsense?" Her composure cracked as she confronted Alex. Reporters scrambled outside, but Alex waved off security, his mind reeling as a memory surfaced. Emily Carter, his college love, who'd vanished after a bitter breakup. The boys thrust forward a faded photo, a younger Alex with Emily, laughing in a dorm room, with a note scrawled on the back, "Our family, if you ever find us." The room spun as Alex stared at the image. He ushered the group into a private suite, Victoria trailing, her heels clicking sharply. Noah whispered, "Mom said you'd know what to do." Alex's stomach churned as he grappled with the possibility. Was this real? And why now, at the peak of his empire's glory? Ethan explained their story. Their mother, Emily Carter, had raised them alone in a cramped Brooklyn apartment, scraping by as a freelance programmer. Emily had never spoken ill of Alex, only hinting he was a genius who'd lost his way. When cancer struck her months ago, she'd revealed the truth, sending the boys to crash the wedding with DNA proof she'd kept hidden. Alex's hands shook as he read the DNA results, 99.9% match. Emily's weak voice over the phone confirmed it. "Victoria's using you. She wants your company." Victoria scoffed. "This is absurd. They're con artist." But the papers didn't lie, and Alex recalled rumors of Victoria's shady deals, ignored in his ambition. The three boys stood before Alex, their faces a mirror of his own. The weight of his choices crashed down, his empire feeling hollow. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked Emily over the phone. Her reply was sharp, "You chose your empire over us. I chose to protect them." Chaos reigned in the ballroom as social media exploded with hashtags. Victoria stormed the stage, seizing a microphone. "This is a scam. That woman's a liar," she shrieked, pointing at the empty doorway. Guests whispered, phones recorded, and the world watched. Alex, clutching the DNA results, stepped forward. "Enough. They're mine. I won't deny them." The crowd erupted, and Victoria's face twisted in fury as security escorted her out. Emily entered, standing with Ethan, Lucas, and Noah. "You can't erase us," she said softly, the boy's eyes defiant. The cameras caught every word, every tear in Noah's eyes. Eleanor Hawthorne stood rigid in her seat, her glare promising retribution. But Alex didn't flinch, seeing his empire's hollowness without family. Days later, the scandal dominated headlines, stocks dipping, and tabloids painting Emily as a gold digger. Eleanor met Alex in her penthouse, her voice cold. "You're throwing away our legacy for a mistake from your youth." Alex's jaw tightened. "They're not a mistake. They're my sons." His resolve stood firm against Eleanor's icy demeanor. Meanwhile, Victoria plotted with a private investigator, digging into Emily's past, hospital bills, odd jobs, anything to paint her as unfit. Her schemes grew darker as the scandal intensified. In Harlem, Emily tucked Ethan, Lucas, and Noah into bed, their small apartment a fortress of love. Dr. Michael Reed stopped by, saying, "You don't have to fight alone," his presence a comfort. Weeks later, Alex faced the press in the plaza's lobby, Ethan, Lucas, Noah, and Emily at his side. Cameras flashed as he spoke, "I'm a father first, a CEO second. These boys are my children, and I'll spend my life making up for lost time." Emily stepped forward, her voice clear. "I didn't come for his money. I came for their future." The crowd roared, some with applause, others with questions, the boys' eyes shining with pride. Victoria's smear campaign backfired, the public rallying behind Emily's resilience. Her schemes unraveled as her influence waned. In a quiet Central Park ceremony, Alex and Emily remarried, Ethan, Lucas, and Noah grinning as ring bearers in matching suits. Eleanor attended, her demeanor softened. Alex knelt, pulling the boys close. "Always," he said, his empire now measured in their laughter.